So Google just dropped Gemini 3.0, and this is not just another model update. This thing thinks deeper, it handles massive context, it understands text, images, documents, and even long YouTube videos all in one shot. And now it doesn't just answer you, it builds interfaces, apps, and agents that actually work for your business. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can build your first digital product or app this week. Even if the most technical thing you've ever done was reset your Wi-Fi router. You've had $1 million app idea stuck in your head for years, but you don't know how to code, and hiring a developer, that costs more than your annual salary. So that brilliant idea you have is just sitting there collecting dust, watching other people build things that you dreamed up first. So here's what's been happening to brilliant people like you. You get that spark and that lightning bolt idea for an app that could actually help people. Maybe it even solves a problem that you deal with every day in your business. And maybe it's something that your clients keep asking for. You've probably sketched it out on napkins and notebooks and the back of receipts, and then reality brings you back down and you lose track and thought about it. The world is full of amazing software ideas that never get built. Not because those ideas are bad, but because the people with the vision were not the software engineers. That's been the rule of the game for decades, until right now. So, welcome to the new age of AI that actually builds your ideas in a matter of minutes. This is not just another tech update that you should ignore. This is a complete game changer, and Google is leading the charge with something called Agentic AI. So let me explain in simple terms. For the past few years, AI coding tools were like having a really fast helper. You would say, write me this piece of code, and it would spit out something for you. But you had to be the expert. You had to know what to ask for. You had to know how to put the pieces together, and you had to understand what the code and the back end was doing. So Gemini 3 is a whole different animal. It doesn't just follow your commands, it actually thinks. Google calls it a full thinking engine. And here's what this means for you: it understands what you want, not just what you say. You can explain your app idea in plain English, like you're talking to a friend, and Gemini will figure out how to build it. It can even see your sketches and turn them into real designs. You can sketch out your app on a napkin, take a picture of it, and show it to Gemini, and watch it create the actual code, bringing your drawing to life. And it remembers everything about your project. Older AI models will just forget what you were working on halfway through, but Gemini 3.0 can hold massive amounts of information in its brain. It keeps track of your whole app while building it. And it doesn't just write the code, it plans, it builds, and it checks its own work. That's the agentic part. It's like having a developer right there next to you, not just a tool that you're poking around with. So the best part is this is for non-coders like you and it's time to level up our vibe coding game. So here's how it works. You describe the vibe of your app, what it should feel like, what it should do, and how people should use it. And Gemini acts as your development partner to build the first version. No code to memorize, no frameworks to learn, and no $100,000 developer invoices. Just you, your idea, and an app that actually works. So just picture this: in the next 2 or 3 days, you can have a working prototype of an app idea that you've been sitting on for years. Something you can show potential customers and investors, something that could help you to amplify your business. And if you're an online coach, this can be your lead magnet that feels like real software, not just another boring PDF. And it can be a tool that you use inside your coaching program or your course. So now with the progress of AI, the gap between your ideas and reality is shortening. So right now, while most people are still making excuses about why they can't build anything with AI, you are in here and you're building with me and you're taking the next steps to scale your business faster. So let's dive into Gemini 3.0 and I'll show you how it works. So you may be asking, where do I even access Gemini 3.0? So you can access it if you go into the Gemini app on your Play Store, or you can go on your browser and you can access it at gemini.google.com/app. So once you're in the app, you'll see a little box here, and then you'll go over to where it says thinking. You'll do the drop down, and then you can see right here that it says thinking with 3 Pro. So that means that you've now enabled the newest model that replaced 2.5, which is now Gemini 3.0. Now you can use 3.0 in the app for quick ideas, draft, brainstorming, chatting with it, just like you would do ChatGPT. This is your AI assistant LLM that you'll have in the Gemini app. The other place that you can access 3.0 is in the Google AI Studio. Now, the Google AI Studio is where the magic happens. This is where you can build your interactive apps, your lead magnets, and other prototypes. Just go to aistudio.google.com and now you can click Chat with Models. So now you're in the developer playground, but you don't need to be a developer to build your apps here. There's also an app gallery if you scroll down, and you can browse the app gallery and pick out different templates that you can clone just for your own website or application. So let's say I wanted to clone this app and make it into my high converting landing page. I would just need to click on it, and then over here on the left is the coding assistant. All I would need to do is just talk to it like I'm talking to ChatGPT, and then ask it to redesign this app with my own brand colors, my own brand voice, and I would feed it information or even a link to my website so that it can recreate everything that's on my website into this interactive landing page. So just going back over to the face, this is where you can start to upload your documents, like your PDFs, your framework documents, your course documents, even your marketing materials, and ask it to build out interactive training guides, or you can even ask it to build out a dashboard for your business to track your marketing or even your finances. So the third place that you can access Gemini 3.0 is in google.com. So when you go into Google on your desktop or on your phone, you'll see over here something called AI mode. So when you click it, it turns on AI mode, enabling the 3.0 version. Now with this version, you can generate visuals, you can do experiments, you can chat with it like an LLM, you can chat with it like what you would do with ChatGPT, you can ideate, you can prototype. It's just another place to search and interact with the 3.0 version, but it's just placed in different locations within Google. And I don't know if you've noticed this when you go onto your internet browser, your Chrome browser, you're going to see that Gemini is a pop up at the top of your browser. So now everyone in the world who has a Chrome browser has the opportunity to see and to use Gemini 3.0 as it's rolling out to different towns or countries or locations. So keep a sharp eye out for that. So let's jump into a quick use case that I did earlier today while I was getting my nails done. I was telling Sunny while he was doing my nails, like, Sunny, you can just vibe code an app for your salon in 10 minutes. You don't have to pay a web developer. You can just go into Google Gemini and have it build your app. Or what you can do while your clients are waiting, you can just vibe code an app and have it be an interactive game for your clients. When they come into their salon, they can grab your iPad, they can play the game to design, let's say, their own nails. And whoever designs the best looking nails, you can have the app rank it and put them on the leaderboard. And whoever has the most creative nail design and is at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the week can get like 20% off or 50% off a service. So that's a way to keep your clients entertained and to know that there's an incentive for them whenever they come into your place of business. So as business owners and entrepreneurs, the time to market is much faster with the power of 3.0. So that means that all of your lead magnets, your visual SOPs, your training videos, your transcripts, and your training programs that contain your frameworks can all be put into an interactive app that people will be more excited to dive into than a boring PDF or a long course. So let's say you want to use Gemini 3.0 to build an interactive dashboard or a calculator or a planner. Here is the step-by-step that we can take to build a prototype like that. So in Google AI Studio, you go in and you tell it what you want, but you still have to keep in mind that when you're prompting an LLM, you have to give it context into who you are and exactly what you're trying to build and what it should do. So feel free to jump into my community so you could grab my prompting frameworks there. So let's say you want to build an interactive dashboard to track the progress of your coaching business, or even your students can come into this app and they can track the health diagnostic of their business. So this prompt says, build a business health diagnostic tool for an online coach who's looking to market and monetize their program. The user answers 5 questions about their revenue, their traffic, their bottlenecks, and based on their answers, generate a clean, mobile responsive dashboard showing the red zones, areas that need urgent attention, The yellow zone, areas to monitor. The green zones, areas that are performing well. And a customized roadmap with the recommended priorities. Make this feel premium, luxury, and modern. And use a dark theme with gold accent colors. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit build. And then I'm going to watch it run and think through the ask. And then figure out exactly how I should structure this app for me. So you can see that it's thinking and is reasoning through the ask, and it's having its own checklist of what it needs to go through in order to build this. So as I mentioned, this is a great app that you can present to your clients or to your students to help them keep track of the health of their business. Ooh, love this. Oh my gosh, this one looks so good. Look at it. It's called the Business Intelligence Suite, the seven-figure scaling audit. Identify the hidden bottlenecks capping your monthly revenue. Get a customized AI-driven roadmap to scale your coaching business efficiently. So this is great. So they can go in, they can start the diagnostic process by answering a few questions about their business, where they're at, and then this app will then give them a solution based on answers. So like here, the third question, what's your biggest bottleneck stopping you from scaling? I can say not enough qualified leads. How is your core offer currently structured? I would say group coaching program. And then you can also be very specific in your prompting and tell it exactly what questions it should be asking, how it should be scoring those questions. So this will all come from your own knowledge of how you structure your business, your programs, and the frameworks that you use. So imagine in an hour, you can have an app prototype that you can send to your team or even use it as an interactive element when you're meeting with a client. This new brand asset can take your business to other levels that you never even imagined. And this type of technology changes the game for solo entrepreneurs like myself and like many of you. You can now build MVP products, you can plug them into your automation workflows, you can present them to clients on a sales call, or you can sell them as an additional product in your product suite, or even give them away as lead magnets to your audience. For decades, building software has only been done by the elite few, and it's been a superpower, something that we couldn't access. But now the playing field is being leveled even more. So, this is why it's so important for you to learn these simple skills of how to prompt an LLM model, how to ask it to build you something that's been stuck in your head for years. And I know a lot of people are going to come at me. This is not about replacing developers. The point is that this can now empower millions of new creators who were previously locked out of capabilities like this. As I mentioned before, the AI revolution is not coming, it's already here. And there's thousands of people already building their no code app and selling them and monetizing even faster. So, why not you? So, drop a comment below and don't forget to subscribe and tell me what type of app are you going to be building with Gemini 3.0. I can't wait to see what you're building. And if you want my help in getting this prototype out to the market, access my AI BizVault link below, and my team and I will be happy to help you build a robust, marketable, scalable app. Thanks for watching.